What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got on this trailer Iron Fist. Look, I already know they're gonna tear this show apart. I'm not sure if they're doing both season 1 and 2, but all I know out of all the Marvel Netflix show, this was the one I liked the least. Like, and I'm gonna say this really quick. I just watched Shang-Chi yesterday. And if the fight scenes in Shang-Chi was like the fight scene in Iron Fist, I mean, if the Iron Fist show had the fight scenes like Shang-Chi, like, bruh, it would have blew Daredevil out the water. Like, they would have gave that dude like 20 seasons. But unfortunately, the fight scenes, the story, just everything was just, it was boo-boo, bruh. Like, it just wasn't that good. I had high hopes for it. I mean, I still watched both seasons, and there was some points that I liked, but it's just, especially the second season ending, is just, I'm not going to get too into it. Without further ado, let's get into this video. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode is sponsored by Google Play. Get Marvel Future Revolution and discover more on Google Play.
All of those Marvel shows. I'm not sure if they're bringing any back, but you know, not surprised.
Before Shang-Chi brings hard-hitting kung fu action to the MCU, revisit Marvel's first attempt at a martial arts show. But that's only because it was poorly shot, horribly written, terribly acted, and an embarrassment to everyone involved. Iron Fist. Meet Danny Rand. Yep, that's him. The white guy doing Tai Chi in his girlfriend's apartment. He's a copy of Bruce Wayne.
Come on. I'm a billionaire.
Complete with a tragic backstory where his mom gets absolutely yeeted out in an airplane. His own corporation, and combat training that makes him almost as deadly as a gun that only works at point-blank range.
Your fist lights up. It's really exciting.
All wrapped up with a worldview of a trust fund kid who spent a semester in Tibet.
It's a Buddhist tradition. It's meant to remind you of our bond.
Oh man, I hate this guy. When Danny returns to New York after a 15-year absence, he'll be shocked by things like cars, cafes, and intersections like a complete moron. And while he learns about brand new inventions like a computer monitor,
Whoa, director, this is new.
we'll learn about how he let the monks who raised him to die,
It's gone. It's all my fault.
ruin the lives of his closest friends,
How can you come into my life, level it to the ground, and then walk away believing he's a hero?
bankrupts his family's corporation,
We need to sell the drug at cost.
shatters his girlfriend's sense of self and gets her to close her business,
Is this a karate school?
It was.
and tries to stop a gang war that he helped create.
The hand are gone.
But when they left a power vacuum.
But you better believe that this one-punch man will try his best.
And it's worse now than it was before.
You're trying your best, okay?
Oh, it's a good thing you're pretty. Get ready for one of the most glacially paced shows, even by Marvel Netflix standards. Squeezing 23 hours out of the premise, Guy tries to punch crime, but can't. That keeps pumping the brakes on the story to pad out the runtime with excruciating amounts of legwork.
We need to know more before we can decide how we should proceed.
So we just wait?
Yeah.
Being vague for no reason other than to keep the story from progressing.
Where have you been the last 15 years? I've been away. Away, yes, I know, but where?
Meetings.
This will hit market in Asia, Africa, South and Central America.
Inside, you'll find all the reports from federal, state, and local agencies.
The rest of our partners will be using the company's shipping network.
An annual payout over 10 years at 45%.
20%.
Our stock, which is already falling, will plummet.
And
Yeah,
repetition.
Just like watching
15
this, I'm
years
like,
learning to control my emotions.
The final step is controlling your emotions.
If I linger in that, I'm giving myself over to those emotions.
Show me you can control your emotions. I'll know you can control your emotions when you face it.
How am I supposed to
Just
control my
punch
emotions when
something.
you're getting in my face like this?
You said you had this under control.
Stare in awe as actor Finn Jones clearly blew off his fight training, forcing the team to use every trick in the book to hide how he has the on-camera fighting ability of Steven Seagal.
What the heck
I mean
was
present
that?
day Steven Seagal.
What are you? Yeah, Jesus.
Setting half of the fights
That's
in the
why
dark.
it sucked.
Keeping his face obscured.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Shooting him from weird angles.
Okay, so that's why all the fight scenes.
Giving him the skip fight cheat code. Or just giving up and give the biggest fights to his co-stars. Because when they can't avoid showing the lead actor fight on camera, it's best not to look. It's sad.
Yeah.
Is he showing off those nunchucks or learning to use them? I can't even tell. Fighting by Danny's side is Colleen Wing, a martial arts instructor he randomly meets in the park who just so happened to be trained by the same secret society he's pledged to destroy. Hey, only in New York, right? She's the one lead in the series who bothers to make the fighting look good, and she's brave enough to see if Danny is better in the sheets than he is in the streets. Nice. But this show is more than just a reunion of Game of Thrones' most disposable supporting characters. It also asks, what if Succession was terrible? Enter the Meachums. There's Ward and Joy, Danny's childhood friends, turned adversaries, turned friends again, turned subplots that go absolutely nowhere. And Harold, a man making evil plans from his sweet bachelor pad with a live-in assistant, Kyle. They'll team up with Davos, Danny's friend from Karate Camp, who doesn't mix well with his home friends. Mary Walker, an assassin who can only be defeated by 3 of the most common things in any East Coast city.
Sound of running water, bright strobing lights, prolonged exposure to cold.
And the Hand, a ruthless global ninja mystic mafia that they somehow made boring.
1948, a group of Chinese soldiers got lost in the mountains during a mission being recorded for propaganda purposes. They were headed into a remote area, but...
Spend the first season watching Danny whine his way back into being a billionaire. And the second season watching... None of you watched the second season. So revisit the show that plays as a rambling companion piece to the other MCNU. From a creator who left after 1 season to make the only Marvel thing of the 2000s that's even worse. But at the end of the day, it's just another bloated, boring Netflix show with zero connection to any of the characters people already cared about. Well, at least everybody gets to have some sex. Marvel won't do that anymore. You can even pretend they're talking about fisting each other all the time.
There are not many people in this world who can handle that thing his fist does.
How many times a night you light that fist up?
Does talk happen with your fists?
It's more of a sharing of ideas.
So line up your damn fist and destroy me!
We find a way to get the fist out of Davos.
Starring the Curls with a dragon tattoo. Can she and Finn Jones switch paychecks? Crappy Joy. All's Faramir in Love and War. I don't like Rand. He's coarse and rough and irritating. Rosario Brawlson. Do not pass Gao. Do not collect your heroin money. Namaste Woke. Kung Fu Millhouse. The obligatory hallway fights. Karens.
I'm calling the police.
We have to call the police.
You need to
Wow. Go ahead on the trailer.
Call the police.
Be honest. Be honest.
call the cops?
That's real honesty.
I said I was gonna call the police.
So many lines of dialogue. Wow, you really didn't make it easy on these actors, did you?
I mean, this city's intoxicating, every corner of it.
Hopes and dreams are seeded into the sidewalk here. Sometimes they blossom.
And take off your shoes. Stunt double in Little China.
There was not.
You know, I think this season 2 episode is the only time in MCU history that a hero has tried to stop a villain's evil plan with a dinner party. The Avengers should have tried this with Thanos. This episode is sponsored by Google Play. Get Marvel Future Revolution and discover more on Google Play. Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Candyman, 5 times. Alexa, set the mood.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan commercial. I remember that Alexa commercial. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that makes sense why some of the fight scenes were so freaking trash. Like he like for example, what's the name of that chick? Like Charlize Theron from Old Guard? Like she's older than dude, I'm pretty sure, and she actually committed and put her body on the line to make the movie, Netflix, whatever show look good. And this Finn dude, like, I mean, there's only so far you can get on good looks, dude. You know, yeah, you look. I guess some people think you look good, but like, if your acting suck, if your dialogue sucked, if you can't even like really take the time to like go and practice your fight scene, I mean, how much are they paying you? If they was paying me half of what they probably paid him, I would be in that joint 24/7, sweating my butt off trying to get that fight scene just right. But you know, some people don't care about the Marvel franchise. Some people don't care about the show. They're just like, yo, pay me. And I guess that's what happened. Yeah, I don't blame them. If I was them, I'd recast Finn as someone who actually wants to be in the Marvel universe, actually wanted to be in the Marvel show. I was hoping that they was gonna somehow connect the Marvel shows like Defenders and stuff like that to the MCU, but apparently that's not going to be the case. Uh, I'm disappointed. But, you know, we still have Daredevil, which was basically leading the group. You know, Punisher was still pretty good. Luke Cage, first season, good. And the first season and second season with Bushmaster. Yo, that whole thing, especially the ending, that little twist, ooh boy. But yeah, they was pretty honest. They didn't hold anything back. They straight up, the show wasn't good. I'm sorry. Yeah, Shang-Chi did it better, but you know, they actually, you know, put in effort. Talking to you, Finn, asshole. Anyway, if you like what you see, you know, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.